This is my 1994 GMC Vandura conversion van. It's old, battered, slow and brilliant. In this series I was battling the great British weather to bring it back to life and, knowing me, do unnecessary modifications. Being a conversion van from the 90s, it's got all the comforts of your grandma's house, like weird coloured leather seats, wood trim, shag carpets, dodgy wiring and funny smells. But it has a V8. So stick around and watch me save this gas guzzler from over the pond as I tackle the inside and outside to bring this bus back to life. Sit back and enjoy watching me struggle as I bring my vision to life and keep this old bus on the road. So there's loads of things this van wants doing to it, and there's loads of things that I want to do to it to make it nice. Now it's raining today, so I'm going to start off by doing some things inside. I'm going to fit a new DAB aerial, a new cruise control switch and some new speakers. Now to do the speakers I have to take the dashboard out, so that is what I'm going to do first. To take the dashboard out you have to do a whole lot of unscrewing. I'm going to start on the centre console, which includes this upper console, the mug holders and the doghouse cover. But don't let the name confuse you, you can't put a dog in there, I've already tried. Next I move on to the clock fascia and lower switch panel, just to get access to the clocks and the heating controls. With the fascia off, I can remove the clocks completely out of the way and unbolt the heater controls. The heater controls are a bit fiddly, but you can poke them through the hole in the dashboard left behind. So here's one of the rat's nests of wiring I want to sort out in another video. Don't know if it's from the conversion company or other owners who've done it. But while I'm in here, I've got to take the light switch out. And to do that, I need to get on top of it and press a little button, and then I can pull the rod out completely. Just a couple more switches to remove on the driver's side, and that is the driver's side pretty much done. With the driver's side pretty much ready, I can now remove the radio fascia and the radio, and then work around the outside edge of removing even more screws. left this piece till last because I didn't want too much weight hanging on it, but I can now undo the two bolts that hold the steering column up to give me more access to remove the dashboard. Right, so now the dash is out, we can see the whole mess of wiring under here. It's quite bad. But I can now get to the speakers very easily. So let's get swapping those out. So that's one of the new speakers mounted in. It was a bit awkward because the original ones are oval and this one's round. But I've managed to get some washers onto the edges. And it's not perfect, but it's not going to go anywhere, so I'll get the other side done now. Right, that's both of the speakers mounted. I've also stuck the aerial in and routed it round to the middle where the radio will be. I've just got to get the dashboard in, which I'll do off camera as it's dark now. So I did manage to get the bulk of the dashboard back in before it got too dark, but there's a couple of things I forgot to do. One of them was the air vent for the side window, and the other one was the aerial for the immobiliser. So I'm going to get those two wrapped off and then hopefully put all the dashboard back together, and that is the dashboard done. To sort the immobiliser aerial, it was pretty simple. All I had to do was remove the fascia and clock, find the aerial and then mount it somewhere that it would detect the key. This ended up being just behind the fascia plate and was really easy to sort. To do the air vent was a little harder. I started off by removing the lower dashboard section to try and get my hands up, but I could not get them up no matter what I did. I couldn't get any tools up there, nothing. So I opted to try and remove the vent, pull the pipe through and clip the vent back onto the pipe, then clip the vent back in. This was easier but still quite difficult as the plastic is 30 years old and very brittle. With all my mistakes fixed, I can now throw it all back together and test that it all works properly. With the dashboard back together in one piece and everything working correctly, I could move on to replacing the cruise control switch. But classic cars being classic cars, it was not straightforward. So I think I've got a slight problem with this. This is my original switch, and this is the new one, and it is really short compared to, if you can see it, compared to the old one. So we're going to get it out, and to do that you literally just pull the backing off, and then you can get to the wires. So I'll get it out, I'll get it up to the shed to see if we can make a good one out of the two. Right, now I've got them on the bench in the workshop. You can see the size difference. Now this was sold to me as for a Chevy G20, which my van is the GM version of it, so it should be the same, but there is clearly a difference in size. But I can see a little circle up under here, so if I take that off, I might be able to use the nice painted parts off this onto the length of the old switch. So hopefully it all looks nice, but it's the same length. As you can see in there, but that looks like it's pressed onto me, so we might be able to pull it out using the vise. I don't know. I'll try stripping the old switch first so I don't damage the new one, so at least I've got one that works even if it's a bit too short. So we're in the vise. I've had a bit of a pull on it and it doesn't want to come out, so I'm going to try heating up the shaft and hopefully it will melt the plastic just enough for me to pull it off. And that did work, so I'll give it a try with the new switch and hopefully we can use that shaft with the switch and it should be as good as new. Easy as that. Now luckily for me, I noted the orientation of this switch, because on this shaft here there's a small little dimple which that lines up in the steering column, and when you turn it will activate the switch. Now to get this into the right orientation, I put this to the top, and when I slide the new switch on, this line here has to be dead bolt straight up, and that should hopefully read right when it's back in the car. So I'm going to warm the end of this shaft up and then I can slide the new switch on. So that works rather well. It's all stuck on now. I probably held it too hot because it did start to melt the switch a little bit, but I just cooled it down by blowing on it and it was okay. So if you're going to do it, don't hold it for as long as I did. Now I can put it back together. Then the downside is I will have to use the original washer switch because that one's way too short and it's not going to work properly. But the lettering's not too rubbed off. You can see it. Not too rubbed off, so I'm not too upset about that. It was mainly the cruise control that wanted replacing. So I can get that built up and then put back on the van. It looks like I've put the switch on perfectly, as the C-clip hole is bang on. That's sorted, looks good. I can put it back on the van now. So we're back at the van, can drop it in. And that looks loads better. If the camera will focus here. That looks loads better. I've got it perfectly in line as well, so just run through it, see if everything's lined up where it should. And I'd say that's all worked. Get back, plug back in and put back together. I can do it with one hand. Which I can't. There we go, all back together in one piece. Looks really nice. Oh, perfectly readable. And I'd say I've done it in the right angle as well. So, dashboard wasn't too bad to do, not as bad as I thought. Bit awkward with one person, but perfectly manageable. Still got loads of stuff to do. All the wood trims want redoing, revarnishing and sanding. Seat repairs to do. So yeah, I'll be busy this year.